Everybody, welcome to Monster Monday 2.0 because it's not actually Monday. Uh, you'll watch this whenever. I'm just going to jump right into it. Typically, I like to chill out and let people jump on, but nobody knows I'm coming on because I'm just doing a recap of some things I missed. So instead of having a Monster Monday that was informational, I babbled on about one thing and that was about it. And had some other things on my mind I didn't get to. So, anyhow, I'm going to hit that. You can watch this whenever your heart's content. So I do laugh at my how I do things sometimes, but it is what it is. So you'll have to bear with me. I'm gonna get the comments opened up here so I can see that. Hello, everybody. Hi, Mandy. So anyhow, today is, like I said, Tuesday. Today is Honor's 297th day. Yesterday, when I was supposed to be doing this, she was at 296, but I didn't know what day it was on because I was a little off on that as well. So, anyhow, the countdown is on now. She is at the tail end of this thing with a couple months remaining, 2.5 months. So, I wish her the best of luck. The weather's going to be changing. It's going to be getting cold there eventually. So, hopefully, it holds up to the end of the year so she can rock this. All the way out because she is super, super badass and incredible to watch somebody do something for 297 days. It's amazing to me. We started the ride for her, the honor ride. The second week of every month, we're going to be offering an award to anybody who rides every day for 1 week. That's 7 days. That's 290 less days than she's on right now. So I think that's really incredible. I keep hitting on it every week because it is just amazing to me. I've said it before. I ride a lot, and I can't even fathom the idea of riding my motorcycle every day for a year. So, Honor, my hat's off to you as always. And she did a ride on Saturday, a breakfast ride for the Monsters out of the dealership down there. And so out of Lone Star. So that was pretty cool. They had a breakfast. I wish I could have been there for that. Pearl got a lot of love. So I'm waiting to see some pictures and we can put those in Pearl's folder on our page. So that was pretty great. I was up at BAM's service. It got a little bit crazy for me because, as most people know, I was up in Boston at a wedding. I didn't know if I was going to get home in time to make the journey up, and I was just kind of winging it. Well, I got home. The wife is super cool, and she says, go ahead and go, and I think you can make it." So I literally just grabbed my things as fast as I could. I parked the car. I grabbed a piece of pizza. And I threw everything on my bike. I looked at the weather in Toronto. I knew I was going close to there, and I looked at the weather here. I didn't even glance at the weather between here and there. And there's a Great Lake in the way. Most people know you got to go around a Great Lake to get to Toronto from where I live. So I kind of laughed when I got banging up. It was cold. I went through the Poconos and it was cold. I left here 4 o'clock and I got in the Poconos and it was chilly. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't prepared. And when I got up into New York, it was raining, or up into Pennsylvania by Scranton, it was raining. Well, I pulled over to put more gear on and I checked the radar and it was not good. It was sleet and snow. So I kind of laughed because I have the best gear there is. But do you think I had it with me? No. A lot of my gear I have in Minnesota for a hunting trip I'm going on. So my base layer stuff I didn't have. I didn't have the right boots on. I was freezing, so I had to change gears and switch and head to Buffalo. So I run across to Buffalo because it wasn't raining. But I got there, spent the night, everything was good. But don't feel sorry for me because I was cold, because I'm an idiot, and that's why I lost one heated glove. So I had my rain summer climb on, and I stopped at Walmart and bought. If you can see that, I bought toe warmers, stuck them to each side, and then duct tape them. And I got to tell you, it worked really good. And those toe warmers are something, because this morning at 10 o'clock this morning, I went to move this glove and it's still warm inside. So those toe warmers really last. That was last night at, I don't know, whatever time I did the Monster Monday, till 10 o'clock this morning. I thought that was pretty impressive. They held heat. So if you're ever in a jam, toe warmers, duct tape, you can make heated gloves pretty good. So You just gotta, speaking from experience, don't put too much duct tape on because you won't be able to grab your front brake. I had to make one minor adjustment and do it twice, but that was kind of funny. So that was good. But I went to BAM service. I did touch on that last night, but I'll hit on again. It was a great service. They had people do the eulogy from kind of all walks of his life. So from the school, part of the administration team was there, and a friend of his. So he did a great eulogy and kind of touched on his work side of life. And then Wolf, a long distance rider from Canada, he did the eulogy that touched on his motorcycle friends and aspects of life. And then his son did a eulogy from the family side. And it was very well put together. And it really tells you a lot about somebody when you look across the audience. And across this whole audience is everything from dirtbag bikers to suit and tie professors and people with doctorate degrees, and so it speaks a lot of someone's character when their funeral is filled with all walks of life. So I always thought that was cool. My grandpa had that at his funeral. I've been to lots of funerals of people like that, and it's just not one-sided. They have a lot of layers to them. So that was really cool, and it was an honor to be up there. I'm so glad I made it. So glad I got home. It worked out. It was within riding distance, so I could do it through the night and get there. So everything worked out perfect. It was a great day. The sun was shining. It was an awesome turnout. A lot of bikes. We parked the bikes right in the sidewalk. They brought the casket into the church right by the bikes. When it left, it went right by the bikes. All the bikes were running, revved up while they brought him in. And it was just a very moving experience. So it was pretty cool. So that was where I was at. Sorry, I dropped some stuff, but that's where I was at. And it was an exceptional turnout. So that was great. So thanks to everybody who went up there, from the Monsters, from the Hokahei community, the Iron Butt Association. They had a bunch of riders that were up there I got to meet and talk to and hear stories. So it's really fun. But the biker community is really awesome. And when you see all these people together, man, everybody has such a big heart. So it's great. Doesn't matter if you ride a BMW, if you're riding a Goldwing, you're riding a Harley, whatever. You're enjoying the road and doing cool, epic shit. I am down with that, all the time. So that was pretty cool. I wanted to have a redo this because I did talk about BAM service yesterday. I did touch on a few things, but I did not touch on a couple of things. And I wanted to model my new jersey. So if everybody sees this new jersey, I think they're for sale at Elfie's site. So Fight for Elfie, but they're pretty cool. Let me show you the back. See, it's got his new number 12. So hopefully you can see that. But it's really a cool jersey. I really dig this thing. I love how the feel of this. I don't know what this is made out of, but I love the texture. When you sweat in it, it kind of dries up real nice. So it's really cool stuff. So I dig it, Elfie. So if you get a chance, go to Fight for Elfie. I'm sure they have these for sale somewhere, or hit Jamie up, hit me up. I'll hook you up with how we can get one. And if you want to wear one, get one for your kids, whatever. But they're pretty cool, pretty comfortable. But the main reason why I wanted to get back on here is because I am a total jackass and a terrible friend. One of our monsters, Twister, who I love dearly. She is like a sister to me. Not to pick favorites, but she is by far my favorite girl monster. So I just love her. And she had surgery yesterday. And you think I would say one word about it when we're on? Just like my blood sister, I blow things off all the time. So it's funny how the ones you love the most, you kind of skip past sometimes. So I don't know how, but Twister, I apologize for not talking about your surgery yesterday. Twister got banged up on our GOATS tour. So when we did the GOATS Texas tour in July, she got banged up, got clipped by a minivan, wrecked her bike, which I don't feel remotely bad about that part of it because that got all the votes and I'm a jealous kind of guy. So we got to get her in a not so pretty bike. So that part didn't really bother me, but she did land on her leg, twisted her knee up, and had to have surgery on her ACL. So Twister, I'm super sorry that I missed mentioning that yesterday, because she not only tore an ACL, she tore it doing monster things. So now she's a little laid up. So everybody, wish her the best. Send her a text, whatever. I talked to her this morning, and she was waiting on her pain meds because the pharmacy was not open when she got out last night. So she had to wait till today to get medicated. And as anybody who's been banged up knows, that's no fun. So Twister, I'm super sorry. I hope you heal up good. I hope you get back out there, can ride and get back to enjoying life. And if there's anything at all you need or want, anything, you hit me up and we will get it to you for sure. So good luck with everything. I know you're pretty tough, so you'll get healed back up in no time and be back out riding and getting along. So good luck. Let's see what else we got. The 13 Days of Christmas, that is coming up. If you go to the website, there is a link. Anybody that would like to donate and join in. The 13 days, every day of the 13 days, beginning December 1st until the 13th, we are going to have a drawing every night. Every $25 you donate gets a name on the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel, and someone's going to win that prize pack for day 1 through day 13. And the idea behind this is just to make Christmas special for some kids around the world. So that is going out this week to boys. I don't know the boys' names yet, who we're going to be getting gifts for, but the idea is people donate, they get a chance for some cool prizes, and we will send things, preferably through Amazon or whatever, to the kids, with a note from the monsters on your behalf. So that's going to be pretty fun and just to brighten the lives. And this was an idea that came from Gavin, our own Gavin. So we're going to have a list that's going to be coming up, what kids wanted, what we're getting for each kid, when we're sending it. And then we're going to have a list for our own boys as well. So just to make Christmas fun. Not all kids who suffer from DMD have a team of monsters in their corner. So this is just kind of to branch out and make Christmas kind of special and showcase some of these kids on the side and send them some nice gifts. Nothing major, but we will be sending them some cool things, and then you get a chance to win some cool things. So we're going to have some prizes, and they're just some fun stuff. Jug was making some cool items that he sent, and I think the package actually came last night, so I didn't even open it yet, but I think that's who that's from. So that'll be cool. I have a bunch of things I've been collecting. We got some mugs, some shirts, some custom made things, some fun stuff. So stay tuned for that. That is about it. What else I got? Checking my notes here. The boys, Elfie, I talked to him, or we're communicating on Messenger, chatting a little bit. And I did have to laugh since the last Monster Monday. He was sending me messages and videos because they're working on their house, and they started at 7:00 in the morning. And I believe it was a Saturday, and Elfie was not a big fan of them drilling into the brick at 7:00 in the morning. And they must have had to do a lot of drilling because he sent me a bunch of videos, and it was pretty funny. So there was some good humor involved with that. Excuse me. But they're working on the house, and they weren't working on it today. I know that much. So he was all good. And Gavin, speaking of houses, he got into they're moving into the new house. So I was surprised they got that all wrapped up. So construction is pretty quick down in Texas because they're widening some doors, making it goat friendly, so he's not bashing through things. So that was pretty cool. But they got that done. I guess he's going to Houston for a doctor's appointment to get cleared for another doctor's appointment. So these kids just always have something going on, and they always have something happening with them in the medical end behind the scenes. So if you check out any of their Facebook groups or anything, or I can share it to ours, whatever works best. But they're always fighting something. I'm always so impressed with how these boys just show you them, and I never hear any of them whining and complaining about all the shit they have to go through, and not for nothing, man. I'm 6'1", 215 pounds, whatever I'm at, but if I had to go through that shit, I'd be bitching all the time, man. It would just piss me off. So those kids are pretty solid. How they fight. They go to the doctors. They go to therapies. They go travel to America to get infusions done. Whatever it takes, they just keep on doing it. And then the next day, they just get up and they smile and they get on with life and they do it again. So my hat's off to all the boys for for how they fight. So that's pretty awesome. And Drew, he was doing good, but his mom had some health issues. So Ness was in the hospital for a bit, and they're trying to figure out what's up with that. Some dizzy spells and some not doing well. So when you're a caregiver to somebody, that is mental stress you do not need. So I wish her the best. And if anybody sends her a message, reaches out to her, just cheer her on and give her a high five, a virtual high five. Then get this figured out so she can stick with the caregiving end of things. It's just another right hook you got to take, which you don't need. Jack's all good. I didn't talk to him the last couple days, but he'll be on Hammer Time on Friday, and he can tune in with whatever's new for him. So, and Turbo, he was at Disney, did a trunk or treat, had a good time. They'll tune you in. There's Turbo Time tonight at 8:00 Pacific time, 5:00 out where I'm at. So he'll tune in whatever is new in his world. I think I just said that backwards. It's 5:00 Pacific time, so that would be 8:00 my time. So 5:00 Pacific time before I get 5,000 texts correcting me. So sorry about that, Turbo. And the other day, the 20th, so whatever day that was, Friday, that marked the 2-year anniversary of when Hopper and I met Turbo. And it seems like a lifetime ago. And to think that that was only 2 years ago, and how much has changed in my life in those 2 years, and how much has changed in Turbo's life and the other boys' lives, and hopefully all of yours. It was really cool to see that was 2 years ago. We went out there, and there's a moment in that video that his mom posted that really hit me because I remember it so well. And that's when Turbo got up and walked across the yard because he wanted to be in a picture with Hopper and I standing behind a Mile Monster sign they had up. So that was just beyond epic to see that. And I didn't realize that he had fallen. I didn't know him then, so I didn't realize that he had fallen previously to that. He had been banged up, had not been walking very much or well, but he was determined to walk across that yard. And when I found out the story that went with that simple video of him walking to that sign, it really solidified what I thought of Turbo, what a beast he actually is. So that was just really cool how he wanted to be there with the other bikers and, in that picture, in that yard right then. So he just did it. And it was really, really special. So it was a great moment for Hopper and I. And it was, looking back on it, it really changed how Mile Monsters did things moving forward from that point. So that was our first year, the end of our first year. Hopper was doing his 100,000 mile ride at that time. But that really cranked up how we do things today, was a direct result of that trip on that day 2 years ago. So Turbo, I'm glad you're part of the family. Thanks for finding us and, being so cool. So it's really fun. But that's, I think, all I got. I'm going to double check my list just to make sure, because I already had to do this twice. I'm not going to do it 3 times. So I think that's it. I'm going to check the comments here quick. Everybody wishing Ed Twister well. Jug just said he sent a second package. So that's arriving this afternoon. It's like Christmas time for me. It's perfect. So I'm going to get the first one opened up, and I can't thank you enough. Next Monday, I will have the things. Oh, I do have something. I put it in my hand so I wouldn't forget, and I still almost forgot. We have the patches. They will be on the website this week, hopefully today. These are for anybody that supported the monsters during the Monster 100. I had these at Sturgis, and then I came home with my health issues. I kind of spaced it off. So we have those for the support. We have, did I grab 2 supports? There is one for the riders, too. I thought I had one of those, but evidently I don't. So, sorry, I grabbed 2 of the support ones. But there is one that says riders. So just for anybody who rode in the Monster 100, there's one that says riders, and it'll be on our website. I'll have a nice picture. And if you rode in at all, if you were one of the riders that got a number, or if you were a support rider that rode along with somebody, no problem. You go on the website, you get one of those patches. I'll be sure to mail it out to you. The other patch we have, if anybody wants this for their cut or anything else, It's our Mile Monsters patch. I believe these things are 3 inches across, 2.5 maybe. Look at this. I have a tape measure and everything. They are 2.5, a 2.5 inch diameter patch. So that will be on the website as well. I thought they turned out pretty cool. So they will be on the website today. And anybody that wishes to get one of those, knock yourself out. And there's going to be a bunch of other stuff coming on the website, but that will happen in December, I think, because I'm so busy with getting ready for the Christmas thing. And I will be out of town the beginning of November. I go back to Minnesota and spend a few days, like a week, I guess, with my family doing a little deer hunting trip. So to all the guys that are meeting me up there, I can't wait to see you. It's a big family trip. We don't do a lot of hunting, but we do a lot of card playing and a lot of relaxing. So that's where I was a couple weeks ago, getting that cabin ready and getting the trails cleared and all that good stuff. So that will come that's a couple. So I'll be good for next week. And then after that, I may miss a week, or maybe I'll get a guest Monster Monday to fill in. So we'll figure out something, but thank you for coming back a second time. I really wanted to touch on Twister's surgery, fill in a few things I missed. Typically, when I do things on the road, I just pull over. I take the time to sit and enjoy Red Bull, but I don't do that anymore. And I can't just sit outside because it was freezing cold. So I had to go inside. So I was in Walmart and my brain was just distracted, and I was trying to find things I needed to stay warm and get home. So with that, that's it. So thanks for coming back for Monster Monday 2.0. Peace. If I can figure out how to shut this off, I'll be good. End the stream. Peace.